Super Mario RPG is loaded with a bunch of really fun and interesting items to help you on your playthrough. And since a lot of you really liked the last Mario RPG related video that I did, I figured why not make another one. In this video we're going to cover 10 items that are going to help you in your playthrough. Now, if you don't want spoilers of certain locations of items and haven't played the original game, I suggest you click off the video. But if you have played the original game and are just wanting a refresher course, then feel free to continue watching. And just to remind you, only 10% of you are actually subscribed watching this video, so let's bump those rookie numbers up. By the time this video drops, it will be a week before the legendary Mario RPG Remake gets released. And I'm super excited for it. And again, if you are interested in watching me play that live, follow me at twitch.tv/CalebHart42 to watch me live and interact with you in chat live. So, no more questions. Let's get into it. Let me introduce you the top 10 items that will help you in your playthrough of Mario RPG and Remake. Let's get into it. Number 10, the Pickme Up. The Pickme Up is incredibly useful because not only does it revive a downed member, but it also restores them to full HP. And with the new Mario RPG Remake inventory system, the items are now stackable, as far as what I've seen. So you can go here into Mushroom Kingdom and then buy a bunch of these early on in the game and then not have to worry about party wiping, essentially, as you will have near infinite resources to get them up. Also, you can freebie these, and they are incredibly useful and much better than a Phoenix Down in Final Fantasy. Going on number 9, the syrups. These are useful for restoring your flower points, much like MP in most standard RPGs. What makes the syrups really useful is the fact that flower points are distributed amongst the entire party and not individually. So when you use them, your entire party gets the flower points restored accumulatively. And there are multiple of them. There are honey, maple, royal, and you can find them in various locations of the game, and you're gonna always want these in your inventory at all times. Number 8 is going to be the Energizer Power Blast. And these can be found in the Tadpole Pond. And what these do is increase your attack power by 50%. Now the Energizer only does it to one character, whereas the Power Blast does the entire party. These are pretty useful for really tight battles, especially if you're doing like a low level challenge or something of the matter like a speedrun, but these are a must-have if you want to get through the game quickly or just clutch out a fight if you're feeling a little dicey. Number 7, the fire bombs. This is your introduction to AoE damage via items and can be bought as Seaside Town for 200 coins each. Now these are pretty expensive, so unless you have things to sell and you have a lot of coin on hand, I would probably spend your coin on things like these, and these are quite useful, and I'm sure that in the remake these are not nerfed. And of course, if you know anything about elemental damage, do not use them on things that are immune to fire, otherwise it will be a waste. Number 6, the ice bombs. These can also be bought as Seaside Town, but they're a little more expensive. They're 250 coins each. They do a little more damage than the fire bombs do, and they seem to provide a much more use. Less things resist the damage of ice in the game, so this is probably why they're a little more expensive. However, if you don't have the coin to buy these, you can also rely on the fire bombs, but the ice bombs will never disappoint you. And of course, regarding the bombs, getting them early, you can get them early using various ways like Yoshi Cookie, doing it on a couple different enemies, but your most reliable source of these is definitely Seaside Town. Getting down to number 5, the Red Essence. These are incredibly rare in the game, and to my knowledge, only 3 locations that you can obtain them. It is a rare instance that you can get them from the Great Guy Looking the Other Way minigame, but I wouldn't rely on that. These are incredibly useful because they, for 3 turns, make your character invincible from everything. No status effect, no damage. However, what it can do is, on the rare instance, last for up to 5 turns. These can get you out of a pinch if you're feeling a little dicey, so use them wisely. Number 4, the attack scarf. This can only be equipped by Mario, to my knowledge, and is kind of difficult to get, as you need to complete 30 super jumps in a row. So unlike the super suit where you have to do 100, but this is a very, very good item. Protects you against mortal blows, which are instant death attacks, and boosts both physical and magical attack and defense by 30 points. It's very, very useful, and if you put in the work, you will definitely be glad that you did. So just make sure, whenever you do get to Monster Town, and you did put in the work, obtain it from the little dog in the door. Number 3, the rock candy. These are incredibly rare, much like the red essence, and do work like the fire and ice bombs, dealing AoE damage. However, the rock candy is not resisted by anything, and will do a flat 200 damage to everything on the screen. And if you freebie these, you're in really good shape. Number 2, the Croca COA, although being renamed to Croca COA in Mario RPG Remake. These act like a Mega Elixir if you played Final Fantasy, restoring the entire party's HP, and in this case, FP. They need no further explanation, but if you freebie them, you're going to be very happy. There are only a couple locations in the game, so definitely don't go using these willy-nilly. However, an interesting thing about this item is that you can obtain one before fighting Croc on the spinning flower, so you can show off and get one of those early if you want. And number 1, the super suit. Objectively the best item in the entire game, although at a cost of many hours of practicing super jumps. Many people might disagree with my pick on this because of my ability to get the super suit because of speedrunning experience, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it is the best item in the game, as everybody can equip it, and it just boosts your stats to the moon and makes you immune to pretty much everything in the game. So if you do want to put in the work and try to go for this after hours and hours and hours of trying and breaking controllers and all this, you can, but just keep in mind the reward is very, very worth it. Guys, that is my top 10 list of the items in Mario RPG Remake that you should be looking forward to helping your playthrough. Like I said, if you haven't played the OG game and you just got spoiled, well, that's a skill issue. And I told you at the beginning of the video, but you didn't listen. But that's okay, because you watched a good video. And thank you for watching, and I cannot wait to play this game whenever it comes out. Like I said, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalebHart42, as I will be playing it next week, so definitely don't miss that. And like I said, like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.